You know what the most overused word is? Creator. Everybody say, oh, I'm a creator. I'm a creator. He's a creator. She's a creator. Most of y'all don't really create shit. You got sources and you got leeches, right? There's very few actual sources. In fact, like in the game, there's usually only like a couple of sources. And everybody else feeds off that energy and then makes their own, they mimic the source. Which isn't a bad thing. We've all been the person mimicking the source before. Everybody starts out that way when you hear a song that you love and you're like, wow, I really want to do that, and then you go try to do that, you're not a source right there. Somebody else is the source of the inspiration, of the light, of the idea. And then as you keep going, you can become the source. You can become so good at tapping in to these ideas that you become the source. You become the one that inspires people. But a lot of y'all ain't sources, bro. A lot of y'all ain't sources at all. It's frustrating. And I see a lot of people that get on the internet and they preach unity and they preach, well, we got to work together. We got to stick together. No, the fuck we don't, bro. I got my shit going on. Like, if I like your music and you like my music and I like hanging around you, cool. We can do some shit together. That's cool. You're right. We can grow by sharing audiences and stuff like that. But we don't got to work together. Anybody saying, oh, we gotta stick together. No, the fuck you don't, bro. And y'all don't stick together when it fucking matters anyways. Y'all only stick together when it comes to getting more likes on your post or getting more streams on your song. You don't stick together when it comes time to actually make a difference in this world. Nobody's sticking together then. I think we should be a lot more intentional with how we use the word creator. Because who's the ultimate creator? That's right. So if you're gonna compare yourself to that, then you really better be a source of light for people, bro. It better be something more than you got a good gimmick and know how to get 100,000 views on a video. That's not a creator. I'm not saying it's not a respectable way to make a living. Cool. If that's how you get down, if that's, that's fine. If you can make good money doing it, go do it, bro. But you're not a creator. You're not a source. Some of us are actually sources and work very, very, very hard to become a source like that. Like I said in my last video, man, I'm not delusional about my impact, bro. I don't think that I'm some huge mega star, but I know that I'm a source, bro. And I know that when I get into the studio with somebody 9 times out of 10, they're looking to me for guidance on how to make this song right. You know what I'm saying? Not even saying they're not talented. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying I'm a source. I'm a source for the ideas. I know how to tap into those ideas, and I know how to turn those ideas into something useful. I'm not the best in the world at it. There's people better than me at it, but I know that I'm a source. So don't ever get on these apps fixing y'all's mouths to say, oh, we gotta stick together. No, the fuck we don't, bro. We don't. And when you find somebody that you can link with and create music with together, hold on to them, cherish that, because they don't gotta work with you either. You know what I mean? I think people forget how lucky we all really are. Anybody that's in this music game and making money off of it, making a living or making part of their living off of it, they forget how lucky we really are, bro. I think sometimes they start to feel entitled, and you hear a lot of artists talk about how unhappy they are with their labels. And don't get me wrong, the music industry is a crazy place. A lot of these labels are fucking over artists, 10 ways from Sunday. But also, like, a lot of these artists are people who couldn't hold down a job at Taco Bell before they had a fan base. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are people who don't want to work. They don't understand what it means to go to work and provide something for people to get money back in exchange. They don't get that. They see rappers on the internet make videos and make a bunch of money, and they're like, oh, I'm going to do that. But they're not actually working. So if you got a business like a label that's like actually functioning as a business and has a payroll that's providing for people's families, they got certain things that they got to do that you may not understand, but you still sign the paperwork. And so your options are to either say, oh, they're screwing me over, or to sit and understand why they're doing what they're doing. And sometimes maybe they are screwing you over, but a lot of times they're just doing what they got to do to stay afloat. If you don't like that, then do it all yourself, bro. That's what some of us are doing, because that's how I feel. Like I've talked with labels before, and I've been offered like certain types of contracts and stuff, and I read the contract and I'm like, no, it's not a good business deal for me. I understand why you think it's good for you, and I also understand why, like, maybe they're not offering me a ton of money up front, bro. I've been doing this a long time and I'm not some massive artist, so no, I'm not offended that you don't want to give me 150 grand for an album or something. I get it, bro. You know what I mean? And I had to make the choice. Okay, you want to enter into an unfavorable deal and hope that it can turn into a favorable situation for you, or do you just want to keep thugging it out and do this by yourself? And that's what I'm doing. And that's also why it pisses me off when people say, "Oh, we gotta stick together." It's always somebody who got less going on than you that's preaching that to you. You notice that it's never like a bigger artist than me coming to me and going like, "We gotta stick together, bro." No, it's always somebody who got less of a fan base, less motion, who wants to be involved with what I got going on. Because the bigger people who truly believe, oh, I wanna unify the community, they just do it. They don't have to talk about it. They're not selling you anything. They're doing something because they feel called to do it. I don't know how much all that makes sense, and I'll go further in on it if y'all want me to. But yeah, it's just been on my mind heavy. Like I get online and I see people just being ungrateful, and then and the like biting the hand that feeds them type shit. You don't gotta do that, bro. Like in this game, people will dick ride you, dick ride you, dick ride you until they figure out that you have nothing left to give them, or you're choosing not to give it to them anymore. And then all of a sudden you're public enemy number one. And then all of a sudden it's, oh well, he doesn't care about unity. He doesn't care about this. He doesn't. Shut the fuck up, bro. If you built your own fan base, if you made good music, you wouldn't have to care about that so much. You'd just be able to help the people that you genuinely want to help. You know what I mean? I'm sick of that shit, bro. I'm sick of all that crybaby shit. And every city got a promoter or a collective or a group of people who just preach positivity, and they preach how good of people they are all the time. They make it their entire identity of like, we're so positive and inclusive. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. Go do something. Go do something productive. Go do something we ain't seen before. Shut the fuck up. They preach unity like that because they got into the position they're in politically. So yeah, you need unity. You need people to fuck with you, or you don't have a fan base because you're not a source. There's nothing to follow you for other than the ideas that you recycle from other people. Be a source. Be a creator. But stop overusing that word, man. Like